Hi guys, I'm Meredith Barnes, Marketing and Publicity Manager at Soho Press, and I'm going to give you a little bit about my theory of social media and a quick plan to get you started. So all the different social media platforms out there, Pinterest, Tumblr, Facebook, Twitter, everything shares two really important linchpins. If you don't have these, you're sunk. The first is frequent original content, so that people have a reason to come back to your blog or your feed or whatever it is. The second is authenticity. No one wants to feel like they're being spammed. They want to feel like they're talking to a real person who really wants to be there, who really wants to be doing what they're doing. So you have to sort of speak the language of Twitter if you're going to really be effective there. And how do you get started on social media with these two things in mind? Well, the good news is you don't have to do everything. I usually recommend to authors that you either get on Facebook or get on Twitter. You don't have to do both, although some people do. I tend to recommend Twitter more often than Facebook because I think Facebook is a little higher impact. You have to have a lot of different kinds of media, and you have to have the page really populated right when you go live so that people feel like there's a reason to come and click around there. You can't just start. You have to get some videos up there and a bunch of posts, and it can be a little daunting. Plus, there's nothing more demoralizing than a Facebook page with like 2 likes. And I know some of you out there know exactly what I'm talking about. So Twitter is a completely different animal. You don't have to have anything except for a handle, that little @MareBarnes, to get you started. And you can just jump on Twitter, follow a few people, agents, editors, other bloggers, etc., etc., and you will get to hear what they're talking about, see how Twitter works, without ever having to send a tweet, which is really comforting because you can sort of see what you're getting into before you take the plunge. So I tend to like Twitter for that. I also like Twitter because the blogging community is on there in force. And that brings me to my next point, which might not be as good news for a lot of you, blogging. I think you should have a blog. I don't think you should blog about writing. I think you should blog about something else you're really passionate about, which undoubtedly connects to your writing in a lot of different ways. But look at the articles that you're interested in. What blogs do you read on a regular basis? And take a page out of those books and think about what angles you might have on blogging there. So don't blog about writing, but you should blog for 2 reasons. One is that it serves as a hub for all of the social media that you have. So you might have only a Twitter now, but if you start a Facebook page later or start a Tumblr page, you can link to all of those things on your blog, and it's a nice place to send people to that has all the information about where you live on the internet. Plus, Google will find you more frequently, and as we all know, that is a huge part of being sort of findable on the internet, is that search engines know where you live. So blogs are good for both of those things. You should blog twice a week. Again, not about writing. Blog about something that excites you in another way. And your bloggers that live on Twitter are going to be some of your first readers. So that's another reason I recommend Twitter, as a companion to your blog. Okay, so that's my theory on social media. I hope it's helpful to you, or at least a little bit encouraging that you can just ignore that whole Pinterest thing. If you need more on this, you can find a webinar, a couple webinars by me on writersdigest.com, one about self-publishing, one about starting a blog. And then you can also find me on my blog, La Vie en Prose, or marebarnes.blogspot.com. You could also just Google my name plus blog, and you'll probably find it there. Thanks so much for watching.